to lock the face shield helmet on the helmet. This will protect your face and eyes from power lines and flying sparks. Turnout gear or a bunker jacket provides minimal protection from electrical shock. It does protect you from fire, heat, or possible flashover and flying sparks. It should be fastened, worn up to the collar, closed to protect the neck and the upper chest. To avoid being injured by ground current, stay away from drainage ditches, moist areas, small depressions, and wet ropes. If you are involved in a rescue operation, you must need to delay it until the storm has passed. Recognize the warning signs of a lightning strike. Your area becomes charged. May feel slight tingling sensation. Your hair may even stand up. If strike may be imminent, move immediately to the lowest possible area. If you are caught in an open area, try to make yourself the smallest possible target for a direct hit or a ground current. Drop all equipment, especially metal ones. Avoid fences and other metal objects. Position yourself in a low crouch. This position exposes your feet to the ground current. Place an object of non-conductive material such as a blanket under your feet. Get inside a car. Fire. Smoke. Oxygen deficiency. High ambient temperatures, toxic gases, building collapse. These particles irritate the respiratory system. Some smoke particles not only irritate the airways but may be deadly. SCBA, or disposable short-term device, you must have available at all times on a fire scene. Fire consumes oxygen, particularly in closed spaces such as a room. Fire may consume most of the available oxygen. This will make breathing difficult. The high ambient temperatures, fires can result in thermal burns, damage to respiratory system. Breathing air that is heated over 120 degrees Fahrenheit can damage your respiratory system. Carbon monoxide combines with hemoglobin in your red blood cells about 200 times more rapid than oxygen does. It blocks the ability of the hemoglobin to transport oxygen to your blood tissues. Exposure causes respirations, dizziness, sweating, breathing constrictions of carbon dioxide above 10% to 12% will result in death in a few minutes. Structure will collapse. Never run into a burning building. It may result in serious injury and possibly death. Trained firefighters will be at the scene, follow their instructions. At the scene of the fire. Fuel systems in vehicles involved in accident may be hazardous. They rarely open fire, but any fuel may ignite under the right conditions. If you smell a known fuel leak, you must coordinate appropriate fire protection. Where appropriate respiratory protection and thermal protection or smoke vehicles contains toxic byproducts, use of full protective gear reduces the injury. Avoid using oxygen near the vehicle that is smoking, smoldering, or leaking fuel. Okay. Oh, well, I thought I had a little bit of time. Protective clothing. Protective clothing and gear are safe only when they are in good condition. You're responsible to inspect clothing and gear. Be sure to inspect equipment before use, even if you must do so at the scene. Clothing that is worn for the rescue must be appropriate for the activity at the environmental conditions. For example, bunker gear that is worn for firefighting is usually too restrictive, working in confined spaces. Every situation involving blood, bodily fluids, follow BSI techniques. Wearing gloves and eye protection along with increasingly more protective clothing as needed. Alright, 20 seconds left until I reach full capacity. Cold weather clothing, 3 layers, thin layer, middle layer, outer layer.